we have to accept the darkness within ourselves.
Yep.
Because whilst we're not the light. So in that sense, we can help each other through the best unconditional love that we can give each other. So right now, all of the grids lighting up. It's our opportunity to shine the light both in ourselves and out to others. So it's like a light show. Bang, the projector's turned on, and everybody who's been planting their reflectors, the crystal reflectors, the light anchors on the planet.
So everybody's been doing that, did you say?
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who've been doing that for years.
Yep.
Whether they know it or not, the light show's on now. So when you turn the light on in a room,
yeah,
there's a split second where you see all of the night creatures scurrying.
Yeah.
The ants and the cockroaches and the things we don't like. We're getting to that point where the light's going to go on, bang, and we are going to see all of those creatures, all of the night creatures.
Okay.
So everybody wants to know what's actually going to happen. So in this movie that we're in, let's say we're going to get an ad break, and it's going to just like whip us out of the trance into this ad break, like a news flash, and then we'll see the lights come on, and we will see all the darkness, and we will see everything you've ever imagined and read about and heard about, and we will see it. And the challenge will be to not judge,
To accept.
to accept it.
Accept all as part of the experience.
Yeah.
Without judgment.
In that moment, then we are in full acceptance of ourselves. And that is where unconditional love.
I was going to ask about unconditional love as a human. Is that possible? You're saying?
Entirely as a human. People wax on about it. It's bullshit, right? People say, oh, I love you unconditionally. No, they don't. You wouldn't be a human being if you could do that.
Yeah.
So, in order to do that, you must have gone to your greatest darkness. Not everybody can do that. Not many people can do that. We don't want to do that. It's counterintuitive.
Yeah.
We want to walk away from that. So the greatest service to each other and self, and it's part of being human, is to judge, but maybe to focus on just accepting and accepting also that we're judging.
Yeah.
But
we judge. We even judge the judging, don't we?
We judge ourselves for judging, precisely.
Yeah. So it's about just acceptance, yeah? Accepting. Yeah.
Yeah. And everything being okay no matter what it is.
So it's a good time.
It can exist.
Yeah. So it's a good time. Is it okay if I ask you right now about all the conspiracy theories that are in existence right now with regard to the cabal, and obviously that involves dark and light? What can you tell me about all of that right now?
I'm just seeking higher advice. Well, there are a few things. It's a choose your own adventure to a certain degree. So we have a say in what adventure we have. Some of us will have different adventures to others, and there's different levels of experience and awakening here. There is the light show coming where the brightest light shines upon the darkest dark. And that is the point at which we will see horrors that, yes, we will see them. They're there.
How will the masses receive that?
Well, some will quite literally die of shock. This is the massive upgrade to the soul opportunity that gives people, so because to accept it's, so that's like the lights going on for everybody, and what they witness will literally blow their circuits or bust their heart wide open so that they're forever changed and evolved because of the suffering that they see, and that it brings into focus the most essential, important things and qualities of being a human and humanity. So and this has been talked about. So it's like an electric shock to the planet and to people. Some people will choose to go there and it's too much. Some souls are already getting out of here, and that's okay. The souls who truly want the massive potential for evolution at this time will stay, will witness, and will hold a space under immense pressure to anchor in the light, no matter how dark it looks.
So they'll hold the light for others? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And so energetically, we all hold hands, and we can't quite remember that that's why we came. But there's a sense in all of us of knowing, even though we can't quite remember. And we have a sense of the souls that we know, and some of those are arriving now for the light show, the show, the kill switch, the switch, are arriving now for this moment. And so expect energetic support, and that everything that you need on an individual level at this time will be there. And the reason you're feeling, everybody's feeling the rising of the tension, because we're getting to the end of the game and the tension is rising.
So when you say the extras that are coming, are they not necessarily in human form?
You know, a lot of people here aren't truly human anyhow.
Yeah,
so,
but they're presenting as, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they'll show up as who they are as well. So it's not going to be as much of a shock as people think, because it will we'll recognize each other as well. So, you know, a lot of us are in costumes. It's not going to be the shock that we think it is, because we're not going to be in that same frame of mind when we actually see other beings.
Mm.
But not everybody will. So only those who are ready. We tend to think that we're going to experience something as a collective in the same way, but we're not.
So everyone will have a different experience of it, as you said.
Yeah. Having said that, there's an experience that is shared and can be held for the greater good as well, by connecting in with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we've all been wandering around a bit blind and alone until this time. So we can expect to start remembering more of why we're here and what we have to do, and everything that we need will be supplied. So we don't have to worry, is what I'm saying. We don't have to worry, and we don't have to know, except for the fact that everything, more than you can possibly imagine, the potential is there for you to see that transpire. Just like the craziest movie you've ever seen in sci-fi.
Does it benefit humans who are interested in the truth to know what's happening? Does it have a benefit or a relevance in the unfolding of all of this? Those such as Sharyn and Colleen and people who follow Q and what's unraveling behind the scenes, does that have a benefit, or is it using energy unnecessarily?
It's important to remain open-minded,
Mm-hmm.
and everything is true. And I can't explain anything more than that.
Is it because you create from, you're the creator of your reality, so if you believe something to be true, then it is ultimately? Is that kind of what you're indicating?
Not necessarily.
Everything is true. Help me.
Things that, imagining in our lives, there are things that we believed were true, and then we found out that they weren't.
Yep, very much.
Oh.
Yep. That's very much now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
So whether you believe in one version or another,
yep,
it's all true. And I don't know how to explain that. There's a big end game where all will be revealed, where there are so many layers of reality that won't be understood by everybody. And so not everybody's going to get every single layer of truth. They'll only get it as much as they can handle.
Mm-hmm. I see.
According to their understanding and reality. So the deeper down the rabbit holes that you go, the more capacity that you have
yep,
for a greater experience of unraveling and truth being revealed. So it's not a wasted endeavour to explore the potentialities. It's important to not get attached to any one particular potentiality, because you'll rob yourself of an experience to expand even further into what the possibilities could be.
Yep. So remaining open at all times to whatever's revealed.